I'm hoping out of all the Combiner trilogies I've done, this is the refinement. The Studio Series Devastator trilogy was Baby's first trilogy, and the Stunticon trilogy was Child's Play. Bruticus, 86 Devastator, Lio Kaiser, and Nexus Prime might be different stories, but we'll cross those bridges when we get there. This was originally going to be one big video. As in, the supercut would have been the only video about the Aerialbots, but I'd be repeating myself for 4 of the 5 members when they are the exact same fucking toy with slight differences. Kind of like Barbarian. In case you don't want to watch the other 2 videos, basically the leg bots leave me dissatisfied while the arm bots leave me satisfied.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Let's get to the one who's pulling all the weight. Transformers Age of the Primes Silverbolt is the Commander class figure of 2025. What a way to kick off the Big Bots Club with the first combiner in this Age of the Primes. Yep. The robot mode is quite the powerhouse of a figure. When I say he's pulling the weight, I mean it. That's what happens when you get the big ticket item budget. He completes the look of the team, and I'm here for Silverbolt. Both of them. I love that he has the simplicity of the G1 design and all the greebling they added in every little facet of Silverbolt's body. Especially all in the chest, his crotch, and all sides of his forearms. It gives me the yearning to go back to the crazy greebling of Siege, but alas, we get farther and farther away from it. Even the Siege figures are turning their backs on it. The backpack isn't offensive either. But it is G1 accurate. So you better not be fucking complaining, because this is exactly what you were asking for. The head sculpt is the best in the set of the Aerialbots. He doesn't suffer from being squished like 3 of the 5 guys. Oh hey Quickslinger, didn't see you there. The facial expression is what gets me though. Silverbolt looks like 1, he doesn't want to be here, and 2, Trixie Mattel. So then who's Katya? Jetfire? There isn't much to talk about in the paint department. All of his details are picked out through molded plastic rather than paint. All there is are the golden windows on the Concorde and his whole face and eyes. The Autobot logos are tampografs on the wings and on his right boob. It's something that ruffles the G1ers' feathers apparently. I don't know about you, but I think it makes him unique. Silverbolt's accessories are hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? Got a boyfriend, I bet you. His handheld gun is pretty pistol-y and cutesy. It evokes the Combiner Wars gun a little bit, but if it were fun size. I like that the base has the winged shape to it. Now for the second reason why he's billed at Commander class. We got the Combiner parts laid out as some sort of a star booster for Trixie. With some parts exchanged around, you can turn it from a star booster to an artillery barricade wall thingy. Basically overgear before overgear. It looks kind of underwhelming, but at least it's not a bunch of parts laid out like Rhea Ripley over here. I guess it's better than a long rifle and a shield thingy, but isn't that already what this is? Long rifle? Shield thingy? It is nice and compact at least, and isn't floppy. It's not like a, oh my god, this is the best thing ever kind of moment. And it's also not like, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever kind of moment either. It's just mid.
Silverbolt's articulation consists of a ball-jointed head looking up this high, looking all the way down, the head tilt. A lot of head tilt, a lot more than the other guys. It goes on the full 360 because the backpack is modular, so you could have the wings be like that, or as I do, get a bicep swivel, buttery smooth. You got a little bit more than 90 elbows. You got nothing at the wrists besides that, but it doesn't come with the sword, so it's like kind of pointless, but whatevs. You got a waist swivel, but it gets stopped by the backpack. The skirt goes forward so that the leg could go all the way forward, and they're ratcheted as well. They go all the way out so you can do the full splits. He's got a 90-degree bend at the knee, or double jointed. You go a little further because of how he transforms. Got thigh swivel. Not as buttery smooth, but it's nice and tight. And the foot, you do ankle pivot. That's it. Or you can do it forward like that. Like have him do that, like he's walking along rocks in like the ocean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing crazy. Pretty basic, minus wrist swivels, but can't win them all. let's transform this son of a bitch. First off, we're gonna go to the skirts and we're gonna fold them forward. So we're gonna have to do it later. Then you wanna click in the feet, pull in his heels, bend his elbows backwards, and fold the hand in. Then you wanna grab the whole entire chest, bring it forward, turn that around, then close this panel. You wanna pull out the combiner head, then fold in the arms, then the whole chest, and then you come to the legs. Okay, I don't think I have to explain how you do that, but I guess just in case. You want to make sure this whole entire arm goes inside this cavity. Then you got yourself a rectangle. Go to the backpack. Pull these little wing sections out. Close the wings. The other side. Take the whole entire front of the Concorde. Open up the little front. Get that nose cone out. It can be a little difficult sometimes. Obviously, it's got tabs. You want to tab it into here. I would recommend you do first because there is little tabs right here. Because you got to tab it inside the little ear things. There you go. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's like a little tab slot there. So what I like to do is tab in the head first, and then tab it into the actual core of the Concorde. Then this whole back section you just bring back. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. All done. Don't forget the little landing gear. Now you're all done, but actually no you're not, because where do you put the gun? Easy peasy, come on dude. The transformation is pretty easy peasy to do. I like doing it back and forth because it's all centralized to this rectangle, because with the combined form, you just switch this whole entire section around and there you go. And then flipping it back to the robot and back to the jet. It's pretty easy. I really enjoy it. Enjoy it a little bit more than Motormaster, I won't lie.
Silverbolt's Concorde mode is lovely. It has a nice and simple gravitas that is unique only to Silverbolt. The fact he's folded up into a rectangle underneath doesn't take away from it at all. Nexus Prime wishes he had a quaint little jet mode on top of his rectangular self. Literally, the entirety of Silverbolt's underneath, but unlike the leg bots, the kibble works in his favor. The weapon storage is pretty nifty too. The only thing that bothered me at first was Superion's head hanging out on the forefront of the Concorde. My favorite thing about combiners or super modes is that the second head is hidden. The best examples being Armada Optimus and Motormaster. I've grown to not really mind it as much because I don't mind it on hook. Character growth, I presume? The Star Booster connects onto Silverbolt easy peasy. Open the wings, connect them, close the wings, and split the dorsal fin in half, and there you go. The full look is stupendous. It continues off of Silverbolt's wings and into this giant block of aircraft carrier motifs. It's funny he has these dinky little wings to operate this load of machinery.
Now for the reason why you watched 3 videos worth of my bullshit before we get started. These guys are not plugged in, just so you don't think that they are and it's a thing you can do. They do not fit. First off, we're going to do it the vanilla way, as according to the instructions, and then I'll add my personal touches to it. So the arm guys don't do anything. Literally all you got to do is just fold the landing gear away, and that's it. As for the leg guys, you got to do a little bit of a little switcheroo. So skydive, of course, just fold the landing gear away, but bring this back, and then you want to bring the whole entire nose cone back. Remember, we're doing the vanilla versions first, and there you go. Of course, same shit for air raid. Well, now these guys are ready to go. Okay, Silverbolt. Obviously. Remove him. We're going to focus on him after we do the skeleton. Here's the Star Booster. You see, close those. And then we're going to take it apart. We're going to take the gun off. Just get it ready to go. Okay, do this. Just like if you're building the wall artillery thing, you want to take this off, then this off. The arm's easy, just fold out the hand and fold the wing away. The legs, however, you gotta do a little bit of work. Pull out the combiners first, and then with this little black little section, press it in, and it'll lock it in place. Then fold the foot out, and then close the heel. Foot out, close the back. So let's do this little thing. Then, you know, slide it in. We've done this stance before if you've been around since Combiner Wars. Now we'll bring in Silverbolt. So I think it's a given. Take the gun off. And open the wings, fold the little wings away. Bring this section up. And bring this section, open it up. You want to put the nose cone away. Same as you're transforming to robot mode. Close it in, then click this in. Make sure you put the skirts away. I think the easiest way to do it is by raising the camera for one. But I like to open that up. Then you're gonna tab it into those tabs, and then this section right here, the camera's like being a piece of shit. Tab it in, close this back panel. Then with the backpack, it'll help you lock it in place. Then you take the whole front chest thing, close it in, just put them in. And the trap doors will close. And now let's focus on the arm. You just, same old, plug them in, and split it in half. Still one of my favorite things about these combiners. Then you unfold the wings out, turn the guns around. I don't know why, for some reason he was tighter when he was brand new, he was really tight to do. He's loosened up, especially me transforming him over and over and over for this video. And there you have Superion fully combined in the stock vanilla way. Of course, you can't forget the gun. Just plug it in the front. There you go. So how the gun works, of course you can plug it in to his hand with this 5mm port, and then this little square section will go into here, or there's another square section right here. Put it in there. So you get like a longer, well, not longer, but it's more integrated into the arm. I think that's a G1 toy thing. I don't really know G1 toys like that. I only know Optimus because I have him. In terms of the stock vanilla way, these wings being out here, horrible. These nose cones, horrible. So now we're gonna do some fixes. Well, fixes, more like personal preferences. When it comes to how the guns go, I think it'll be a little familiar if you watched Boy Guy's review on Superion, because it just makes so much sense. Okay, let's start down here. I'm gonna fold these heads up a little bit, bring these nose cones up. Next, we're gonna go to the inner guns and we're gonna take them off. And we're gonna replace each gun with one of the arm guys' guns. For each respective side, you'll add their own gun. So you put Air Raid's gun on to the side, you put Skydive's on the other. Now we're on to the arm bots. This one's really straightforward. So literally you just fold the wings inwards. Let's take their guns off. Let's take their guns off. Let's take their guns off. Fold the wings inside. Then you're gonna utilize these 5mm ports for their guns. Now we're completely done with Superion, because now he's to my liking. I get the same joy as I do with Menasor. Honestly glad the Autobots finally got some combiner action. Hell yeah. The moment we've been waiting for. Transformers Age of the Primes, Superion is the second skeleton frame combiner in the ever-growing lineage of skeleton combiners. He looks so pleasing to the eye with the symmetry of the two arm bots. Even at the backside, the mediocre melodies don't look all too bad themselves as calves. Maybe it's not having to deal with all their baggage. The sculpting that's revealed through transforming the Aerialbots is pretty cool. The continued combination of the G1 design and the Greebles from Siege, especially the chest. It looks like a full extension of Silverbolt's robot chest, but bigger and wider. The abs are where it's at with all these angled sections. The arms and legs are cool too, following the same motifs. Superion's head sculpt is the tried and true visor and mouthplate look, and it's bitchin', just like everyone else with this combo. The colors from all the limb bots really complement each other when on Superion. They color coordinate like Devastator. Not only do they look slick as jets, they do as robots and as a combined individual. Guess we'll see how the other two Autobot combiners turn out. Hopefully good for those who want them. Alright, let's do the final articulation section for the Aerialbots. Superion's head's on a ball joint, so he could look, well, he's already looking all the way up. He could look almost all the way down. The head tilt. So we're already improving for Menasor, because on Menasor the head only swivels. Your arm goes in a full 360, ratcheted, but your arm goes, how far does it go actually? Okay, that's as far as it goes, so you can do just the full T-pose. Although that does look a little unsightly. You got a full bicep, which is great. You got a full 90 on the elbows. The wrists, they can hinge inward due to transformation, and they can also swivel. Superion has a waist joint, but only goes so far because then it starts to clash with the backpack. Superion's hip skirts go forward to support the leg going all the way forward, and you can go all the way back. Of course, do the full splits. Get a thigh swivel. There's a bend at the knee, but obviously the jet starts to clash with it, so I guess that's why you would have it like this in the vanilla version, because then you get full 90. Lastly, got ankle tilts. They go all the way that way. I think the only thing I don't like is that they're not ratcheted. I would prefer stability over, ooh, you just put it like this. You just do it. It doesn't really give me confidence in stability. So yeah, the articulation is the same as Menasor, but also improves like in the head and then takes away with the ankles. But I mean, at least when you pick them up, there's no random panels just drooping sometimes.
Transformers Age of the Primes Silverbolt and Superion are some fine bots coming out of the Commander price tag. This size class continues to prove time and time again that it's always going to be quite the show each time. Even with the $20 increase in price, they're still pretty worth it, although the old price was perfect. I'm super looking forward to Armada Jetfire and Onslaught. Silverbolt is a righteous transforming toy that is masterfully engineered, much like Motormaster, but as much as I love him and Superion, I still really prefer the Stunticons and Menasor. I like how they went about the combiner limbs when storing for vehicle mode. A truck trailer is a great front rather than an obvious Star Booster thing. Onslaught takes from Motormaster in that regard. Where Superion improves from Menasor is the leftover parts in which there are none. I actually really kind of hate that there's leftover parts from the trailer. It makes me glad they're taking from both combiners to give us the ultimate package with the Combaticons. And the Commandos. I'm Nuva, and this is Offhand Reviews, the show where I get extremely excited because my favorite combiner team are finally getting the best Generations figures ever! I'll see you in the next video, whatever and whenever it may be, because as I've been saying, making videos is an interesting hobby. Oh, my fucking god. The robot mode is quite the powerhouse of a figure. I still need Menasor.